up, y'all? Welcome back to another vlog here on the Jimmy Dukes Gaming channel. Very excited to get another great opportunity to go cover some fights, man. Tonight we're going to be heading out to Speaking Rock Casino in El Paso, Texas. We're going to be covering Combat Fighting Championship card. Very excited for this one. Probably the biggest gig I've done so far, as far as just, you know, being able to go and hang out and record some stuff, get to know some people, and just be involved in the combat scene in El Paso, man. So shout out to Combat Fighting Championship for you know, granting me this media pass. Very fortunate, and I'm doing my best to, you know, create some content that you guys like, man. I hope you guys are enjoying, you know, all the different things that I got going on the channel, jiu-jitsu stuff, you know, gaming stuff. We got the vlogs going, and we got the podcast going, man. So this is just another thing that I like to do, and I'm fortunate to be able to, and I'm taking the opportunity to you know, expand my abilities and my craft and just get better at doing this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna take you guys along, man, and let's get it. What up, y'all? We are here at the event. It's just gonna be dope. We got the cage check right now. It's 6 o'clock p.m. They're gonna start opening for people here, and we're gonna go walk around the cage, walk around the back scene, and check out what this media pass does for us. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? Welcome to CFC. Is it two?
Two.
Holy shit, man. Awesome. We have here Carlos Pacheco.
Yes, Carlos Pacheco.
Owner?
Part owner. Promoter, coach, everything.
Slash.
DJ, everything.
Nice, man. So here we are here at CFC 2 here at Speaking Rock. You know, talk about the actual starting of this organization. What made you want to start this here in this area?
You know what? It's a number of things. We always go out of town to fight. You know, we're always, you know, not necessarily being fed to people locally, but we always have to drive somewhere else. And I had been to a few events, you know, here in El Paso, Albuquerque, Tucson, and I got the idea from there. I said, you know what, these guys are doing it, but I feel like I can do it better. So it was just an idea that was just lingering in my head for, I mean, countless time, right?
Yeah.
And then until my partners, they kind of sat me down. They're like, dude, we gotta do this, like, now. And I would just contemplate too much. And I knew I could do it, I just didn't know how to start. And once we got the ball rolling, within a few weeks, we had almost everything set. And, you know, that's where CFC 1 came from. Yeah.
That's badass, too. And that's a lot of the things that I like. I like people's journey and why they like to do things. I think it's cool that you have the opportunity for guys that don't have to go out of town. Like me, I played inline hockey, and one thing for me, we always had to leave to play hockey. You know what I mean? El Paso's kind of stuck in the middle between Phoenix and then Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's either 8 hours, 5 or 6 hours to go away. So what did you learn from that first event, and what some of the hurdles that you guys had that you didn't have this time around?
You know what? A lot of it was that I was nervous. I was nervous because it was our first one, right? So we did all the big stuff, right? And where we messed up on was the little details. That in the moment we were like, oh shit, like we didn't do this, we didn't, like getting the judges' scorecards, like stuff like that, like little things like that, putting the fight card in the tents, just little things like that, that kind of, you don't think about it in the moment because you're thinking of like, we have the cage, we have the lighting, we have the fighters, we have the medicals, we have the doctor, we have all that. It's the little things that, you know, they kind of bit us in the ass last time. But this time, you know, from the start, we did everything, we wrote everything down. And thankfully, we don't have any hiccups so far. Right. So far, knock on wood. Yeah.
Well, that's the cool thing too, is that you're willing to say that, hey, we messed up, but we're gonna make it better, because this is something that you guys want to continue guys doing and keep growing. You know, so talk about this event, some of the little hurdles that you have. Talk about the whole event. You know, how did you guys get working with Speaking Rock and this whole area?
To be honest, I don't know how we did the Speaking Rock stuff. One of my partners, he got us a table, like to talk to them, right? To talk to everyone from Speaking Rock. I had no say in that. Like I wouldn't even know where to start to try to do this, right? But yeah, you know, we kind of pitched the idea at them. There's been events here before. King of the Cage used to come in and do events here. So it's not something new to them. They're familiar with MMA. They've done events. It was just a matter of them allowing us to prove what we knew we could do, which was this. Yeah. You know, first event sold out. This event sold out again. This time we almost doubled the amount of people that we let in, so it's going good. And you know, to touch base on what you're talking about, like people us having to go out of town, the amount of talent that there is in El Paso, like, man, it's crazy that we have to go out of town. Like, El Paso's a fight city. There's tons of like talented fighters here. No matter what gym you go to, there's someone talented there. So if we could showcase it here at home for everybody, I mean, I took too long doing this, you know?
Yeah, well, you're going to start having people come here. Yeah. They're like, oh, damn, CFC's legit. Let's go over there.
So, and that's crazy because last event, you know, unfortunately my big thing is I don't want El Paso versus El Paso. Yeah. Like, I want El Paso versus other cities, right? El Paso versus other places. But last event, you know, we didn't really have, like, a lot to show where I would tell people, like, hey, do you have anyone to fight on our event? They're like, what the fuck are you? Yeah. You know? So, thankfully, we did the last event. It was great. Like, people were posting stories. For this one, we got people interested from like Florida, Alabama, Dallas, places like crazy places. So you know, we're our name is getting out there. You know, I think we've done a pretty good job with the promotion of the event. So we're bringing fighters from outside, and that's what we want to do. We want to do El Paso versus other cities. Like, I don't want El Paso versus El Paso. You know?
I like the fact that you guys have the ability to do that, because you're right. There's a lot of these guys, and I'm just getting into the whole combat scene in this area. A lot of the guys know each other in the gym, know each other. I mean, to have guys fight each other here doesn't make sense if you guys can have people to come in. Yeah. So the fact that you guys are building the brand, showing, look what you guys got going on, people are like, I want to fight on that promotion, man. I'll drive and go over there. So talk about this event. Talk about how many fights we got going on, how many amateur fights, how many pro fights.
This time we have 13 fights. We have 3 professional fights. We have 1 title fight, which is an amateur fight, and then I'm bad at math, but the rest are amateur. Yeah. But yeah, we have 2 really big comebacks, which is Steven Ojeda from Zen Martial Arts. I think he fought last time must have been like 7-8 years ago. I could be wrong. I could be lying. Don't quote me on that. And then Chris Gonzalez out of Tucson. I forgot when the last time he fought was, but it was also a few years ago. So those are 2 really big comeback fights for, you know, Steven, who's a coach here at Zen, teaches kids, and then the adults MMA over there. So that's a huge comeback. And then we have our main event, Travis. Fucking scary. He's one of my students. Well, I don't want to call him a student. I want to call him a training partner. He's yeah, man, because he beats the shit out of me. But yeah, then we got Travis, and he's fighting against another finisher from Tucson. You know, if they're coming from Anthony Burchek's gym, they're badass motherfuckers. Yeah. So that main event is crazy. Me as a fan, I'm super excited to watch it. As a coach, I'm excited, but I'm nervous. As a matchmaker promoter, I'm super happy because that's what pretty much brought everything here. Probably one of the biggest stars here in El Paso is Victor Guapo. That guy sells like crazy. He's everywhere. So he's defending his title for the first time today. He's on a 7 or 6 fight win streak, all finishes. Crazy. We got another finisher from Ray Borg's gym in Albuquerque to come down and fight him. And that fight we knew was going to happen somewhere along the way because there are 2 guys that they're in the same weight division. Excuse me. And Rob, he's a finisher too. So we knew it was going to happen. But thankfully we were able to host it here.
Yeah, and that's the best thing. I'm glad you were saying that you've known people, and that's because I know you fought and you've coached and things like that, and you build a relationship with other gym owners and coaches to where they're like, you know what, Carlos is doing that. I know he's a good dude. It's legit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a lot of things that I'm, for myself, like getting in this whole creator space. You want to be respected and make sure that what you're doing is legit. You don't want to be half-assed. So the fact that you brought that up is dope, man. So any last words before we get going? I know we got people piling in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got full send out. Any last words before we get going?
Enjoy the show.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much for your time, brother. Hey, man. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Hope that
Good
wasn't
luck,
too
man.
bad, bro.
What up, y'all? We're like halfway through the card. It's been dope so far. I got some mic'd up footage, and man, the card is great, man. CFC2, man, it's really doing really well. There's pretty much been a finish except one fight, which is crazy. There's been some knockouts, there've been some submissions, so good night of fights, man. Shit's dope. dope opportunity. Looking forward to doing these more and more. I had fun recording. I hope you guys liked the vlog. Until next time.